Hey, everybody. Fascinating discussion today, diving into the world of software development and DevOps with a true innovator and leader in the field at GitLab. Emilio, how are you?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks so much for joining. Really intrigued by the amazing work you and the team are doing. Maybe introduce, first of all, yourself and your role within GitLab and the core mission and services you guys offer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, hey, thanks very much for having me here. I've been following you for years, and I couldn't be more excited to share time with you and with your audience. My name is Emilio Salvador. I'm the VP of Strategy and Developer Relations at GitLab. Um, as you can imagine, my scope changes quite a bit. Over time, I wear two hats. One of them is the developer relations lead. As you can imagine, one of our key components of a business is our user base, those developers who use GitLab to produce amazing software on a daily basis. The company was created about 10 years ago. It's an open code, open source platform. And my goal as a developer relations lead is to maintain a healthy and vibrant community of users that advocate for our product and help us improve it over time.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, please. I'd love to hear about the impact you're having on software efficiency, development team collaboration, all that good stuff. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, GitLab has been in this business, as I said, for many, many years. Let me use a little bit of marketing jargon to explain what we do. GitLab, we define ourselves as the most comprehensive AI-powered DevSecOps platform in the market. Some people may think is that, hey, what does it mean? Well, eventually, at the end of the day, a DevSecOps platform helps companies and enables companies to streamline the entire software development lifecycle process. We want companies to develop software faster and more securely with the help of AI-assisted capabilities. And that is what GitLab is about.
Well, it's an amazing mission. Almost every company these days is a software company in one way or another. Maybe describe who your customers are, the different sectors, industries you work in, and how you're helping them succeed.
Yeah, we have customers, I'd say in every industry, every segment. If you think about GitLab, since it was born as an open source project, we have more than 30 million users worldwide across all the different versions of our platform. You can think that we have plenty of customers, banking, industries, media. There's a couple of them that I like to call out because those are the ones that are closer to myself and my team. One of them is Ally Bank, one recognizable bank in the US that has been working with us, for many years. We all use banking on a daily basis on our phones. We know how critical that is for that particular app to work and deliver an amazing experience. Ally had their own DevOps solution built with many different systems. And eventually we worked together on bringing GitLab as the end-to-end solution to streamline their entire software development process. Since we started working with them, what they've seen is a 55% increase in deployment velocity, significant savings in dollars, and even more importantly, downtime has been reduced immensely across the entire software development lifecycle. The other one is super interesting and the one that I'm super proud of, and I talk to my kids all day long about it. It's Intuitive Machines. It's a space exploration company. They were working under a contract with NASA. And in fact, it's been the first US venture in 50 years who was able to land spacecraft intact. Many companies tried before. This is the first time that they were successful on the moon. As you can imagine, we all seen like many movies, just landing something on the moon is not an easy task. And it requires a ton of software and plenty of systems that need to work perfectly and to make that happen. from mission control to defining the routes, preventing all mistakes happening. Every single piece of software was built using GitLab as the underlying platform.
Wow.
That helped them increase velocity almost by 10x. They reduced downtime by 99%. And in terms of a pipeline execution time, that went down almost by 20x. So those are just a couple of examples. I could stay, longer here talking about many other ones, but those are kind of the two ones that come to mind.
Well, so impressive. And let's talk about the market space. So much opportunity, also so much change, disruption in this market space. Maybe share some of your view of trends affecting DevOps, R&D in general, and the different emerging technologies that are driving these disruptions.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to disclose anything new here. I feel that it's kind of the topic of the year, or perhaps of not even the decade, but over the last few years. It's AI, the use of AI, and how AI is impacting probably every single use case across the entire industry. I think AI is the most significant disruption of the decade. But we are just at the infancy. We're just scratching the surface of what we can do with AI. What we are seeing today is that how AI is improving software development as a process, how it's helping improve software development, existing operations, how it's helping developers upskill and be more familiar with new technologies. And that also helping companies bring up to date old code bases. We see plenty of banks using, basically refactoring code that was written 25 or 30 years ago and using the latest technologies and AI, helping them to bring, that code base into modern languages. But we're also seeing how AI is even making the way that we think about applications, evolving the way that we think about applications, right? And now we are in this world where we are using AI as an assistant. I feel that we are moving into a world where the role of AI is going to be more proactive and less reactive. And we'll see those AI agents or AI assistants becoming more like a partner, where the work can be done like in parallel, and in many cases can be autonomous.
Wow, so intriguing. And your vision is exciting. You have this view of becoming an all-ops platform, so a single platform for all of R&D. That's pretty ambitious. Maybe explain how AI will be integrated into that approach as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What we see a general trend that companies are breaking silos, and the way applications are being built is changing entirely. In the past, it was just a group of developers trying to build an application. Now, as we think how applications are evolving and new technologies are coming to the market, what we see is an opportunity for companies to redefine those workflows, bring together not just developers, the people in charge of operations, the data scientists, the data engineers, and have an underlying platform that brings and streamlines all those processes in a seamless way. That's what we call all ops, and we strongly believe that GitLab is uniquely positioned to deliver on that vision. It will help companies improve existing operations. It will work across different teams, improve collaboration, and help companies deliver software faster.
Well, we can all get behind that. And speaking of moving faster, your customers are moving faster. How have they responded? What's their feedback to the adoption of AI functionality, features in the product, and maybe any positive and negative feedback you might have received so far?
There's a few things that we see with our customers today. I think that we've moved from just a few months ago, perhaps a year ago, where companies were still exploring what this whole AI thing was, assisted AI, assisted development with AI. And now we've all come to realize that AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be a fundamental component of the way that we develop software, and it's here to stay. So with that in mind, one of the things that we hear from our customers is not just about the use of AI, but how they can use AI responsibly with privacy and security in mind. What are the right models that they can use? How can they work not with existing and more known traditional models, but create their own or fine-tune the existing models, have air-gapped environments based on AI where they can securely use their own data and maximize the power of AI to deliver their applications.
Wow, it's an exciting time to be a customer. Speaking of that, you do have to compete hard for your customers. Lots of competitors, different approaches out there in the marketplace. How have you managed to be so successful in this space? And how do you see yourself as being, quite different, unique in this world?
Well, let me tell you. Let's talk about our competitors first.
Okay.
This is a fascinating space. Sometimes when people ask me that, who is your main competitor? What is your main competitor? My answer is that, well, there's not a single one. I feel that DevOps has been in this space for many years, and people have already built their own solutions by putting together multiple pieces from multiple vendors and even custom solutions built and made by their own. That is, if I had to pick one, that'd be our main competitor. So how can we go and streamline the software development life cycle by bringing a unique platform that replaces multiple point solutions? But if we look at the industry and we consider AI and the impact that is having, I think that most of the people will think about GitHub. Evidently, we all think about GitHub as well. Many people even confuse, the names of both companies, GitLab versus GitHub. I strongly believe that we are quite different. The main difference is that what we provide to our customers is an end-to-end platform. It's not a developer tool. It's an end-to-end platform that, as I said before, helps developers, organize, manage, and streamline every single stage of the software development lifecycle, from planning, design, development, deployment, securing, monitoring, the entire cycle. And all of that is done with just a single tool, a single platform that is GitLab. Our approach to AI is also completely different. We believe that AI, the way companies can harness the power of AI is by using AI across that entire life cycle. It is not just about speeding development or finding bugs. It's about how can you effectively use AI to help every single stage, help your people across every single stage. Increasing development velocity is key, but eventually someone needs to test the software. Someone needs to look for dependencies, try to analyze potential security vulnerabilities, monitor the performance of your software and how the performance might be affected by the code that was written by someone else. So bringing a holistic view of your software development lifecycle and bringing AI and the power of AI to it is critical. And also, one element that is fundamentally different in our case is we take no dependencies when it comes to AI. We are constantly testing every single model that is available in the market. For every use case, we use the best model available in the market. And we see that changing time over time. We build a platform that enables us to switch from one model to another in a seamless and transparent way to our users so they can optimize the results that they obtain from AI. And one other point that I feel that is critical as we see the role of AI and GitLab is that the fact that we are one platform means that we bring all the data that is that represents your software development lifecycle into a single place, a single data layer, a single data store. And we know that AI can be also as powerful as the data that feeds that AI. Having all your data about how you develop software, the software you have developed, how it's performing, how your teams work together, etc., is fundamental to also use that AI to improve and drive more efficiencies.
Well, really well said. Some great insights there. There's a lot of emerging technology to think about. How do you think about your product roadmap and as it relates to things like DevSecOps and emerging cloud native technologies and all these AI ML models? What's driving your roadmap there?
Well, there's plenty. As we think about the software development life cycle, there's different elements that we are considering for every single stage. There is one common theme, though, which is about AI and how can we truly leverage AI to keep improving the way companies develop software faster and more secure. There's a few trends that we see in the market that are influencing the way we think about a platform. One is the rise of AI agents. What we'll see is we see more and more models coming up from different companies. They are becoming more specialized. They require less computing power. They are easily fine-tuned. And that is going to help also tailor or customize the way you use AI and optimize the results that you obtain from it. The second one is privacy and security are top of mind. We see many requests coming from either public sector or highly regulated industries where the use of AI is constrained given the limitations or the openness, that comes with it. People are looking for air-gapped solutions where they can leverage their own data to fine-tune and use those models. And that data can't be exposed externally. So that is another key driver for us to answer the needs of those particular industries. And also, as I said before, is, hey, find the right model for every use case. And that is something that we are constantly seeking for, so we can guarantee our users the best results of the industry.
Oh, really well said. And the AI code assistance marketplace is so exciting, so dynamic. How do you see GitLab playing a role there in this evolving market? What are some of the benefits, challenges for developers there?
It's a really good question. What we see is, as I said before, is that this opportunity for emerging technologies or emerging companies that will rely on specialized models that will be able to deliver specific tasks or are being optimized for specific tasks better than anyone else. That will open up the door for a huge ecosystem of those specialized agents that will be able to get plugged into platforms like ours. The other thing that we see, as a trend over the next few years is how AI is changing the way, not only the way that we develop apps, but the way we interact with applications. I think that the natural language may end up becoming, the programming language by default. Not only that, is that natural language may end up becoming the app itself, the application paradigm. I would argue that is going to change dramatically, and we are seeing that on a daily basis. We are used to having a keyboard and a mouse, and that's the way we interact with software. The advancements that we've seen with natural language and the underlying AI models behind them, help us imagine a world where that natural language is the main interface with the software and the applications that you're dealing with. Sometimes there won't be a need just to type numbers and ask for results. You just say it, and then eventually you'll get the results that you want.
Yeah, someone joked, English is the hot new programming language. Probably Spanish too, but not so much a joke. So
It's
really,
not. No, no.
really interesting.
I don't think it is a joke. I'd say even the other day, just chatting with a friend, is hey, I see a world where AI becomes the app, right? The way mobile transformed the way we interacted with applications, apps changing, the software development paradigm or the software paradigm. I see that happening with AI. Is that when you any application you can think of? Is that hey, from just to retouch an image or a picture or pull data from a database? Is that there's no need to run a query anymore? You just ask it, right? And it's like, hey, give me the data, give me the top 5 customers selling X, Y, or Z. Please paint a graphic with that information, overlay this, add that. Yeah, there's a strong possibility that English is going to become the next, programming language.
Fascinating times. And when you're in the media, you look at the newspaper headlines, news headlines. There's a lot of hype about AI replacing developers, a lot of fear, maybe misconceptions there. What's your view? What's a more nuanced view on AI, as an augmentation tool versus a simple replacement?
Well, my view is not nuanced. AI will not replace developers. Reason number one is that AI, the concept of AI, all those agents, was created by developers. In fact, I think that developers are going to be as, if not more important than they have ever been before. AI is an amazing tool that will help developers focus on the things that matter the most. I see plenty of developers today spending a significant amount of time on what I call low-value tasks, right? I've never met a developer who enjoys writing code to pull data from a file or pull data from a database, right? There's little value added, in those tasks. The use of AI will help developers free up time to focus on solving problems, that will help produce software, and create competitive advantage for their companies. I think it's the wrong question at the end of today. I think that the right question is, hey, how can companies harness the power of AI to accelerate innovation and provide meaningful impact? AI won't replace developers. AI is giving developers an opportunity to have a more pivotal role in the companies they are working for. A few years ago, we said that, hey, every company is a software company. I think now we are moving into a world where every company is going to be an AI-driven company. And developers are going to be fundamental in that transformation.
Oh, so well said. Thanks for that. What else? What's next at GitLab for you personally, professionally, the team? As we head out of the holiday season, you have a lot going on. What's on your radar?
It's a question. What's ahead of us? We continue working with our customers in mind. The world of AI is amazing. The speed at what's innovation in this world is mind-blowing. So what's top of mind for me is to keep up with all those new trends, all those new technologies, and find the best way to use them to help developers develop software faster, more securely, and help our companies do that with privacy and security in mind.
Well, that's quite a mic drop moment on that. Congratulations on all the success, onwards and upwards, and forward to following your amazing journey. Thanks for joining and sharing your insights. Much appreciated, Emilio.
Dave, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you have a great day.
You too, and thanks everyone for listening and watching. And follow GitLab on social media. They put out some really amazing educational content as well, really worth following. Thanks. Take care.
Take care.